I'm Matt from MGMT Boston. We have another episode of The Lantern here at Mass Challenge today with Andrew Smith, the founder and CEO of Swapt, a really cool marketing advertising technology platform. So we're going to talk about what is Swapt, what you're working on heading into the end of the year, into 2025, some of your learnings, building startups, and everything in between. So let's get into it. Andrew, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Matt. Really appreciate it.
First and foremost, what is Swapt for the people out there that don't know?
So Swapt is like you said, marketing advertising platform focused in omnichannel, essentially LTV, which is lifetime value. So increasing the amount of times you purchase from a brand after meeting them in person. So we help run, for example, ambassador programs for DoorDash, Bumble, a few retail brands you might have heard of. We are often found on insert slips and products,
Cool.
Things of that nature to gamify and increase retention.
You came up with this concept at Klaviyo, I believe, where you had a lot of success and then turned into a founder CEO. So as you think about some of the learnings building startups, what are some of those things you've learned?
Yeah, so one of the big things that Klaviyo did that I've been trying to essentially mirror myself is first and foremost having a really small product niche that you start at that's super specific, but also, and I think, this is the main thing that Klaviyo did super well, is cultivating talent.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of how do you get those early employees?
Sure.
How do you nourish them? There's so many people that start at a company and 99% of people aren't doing what they want to be doing every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one thing that I want to make sure when I'm building Swap that we're being really consistent of, which is what do you want to be doing? What do you excel at? Where do you want to grow? And making sure that that talent is constantly nourished and used as best as they can be.
Excellent. And as we think about heading into next year, what are some of the highlights of where the company is today and what you're thinking about as we transition into 2025?
Yeah, so definite highlights are consistent retention for us, which is DoorDash being our biggest customer since we first launched, consistently getting more customers, just recently closed that big logo with Bumble, talking to a few more in the works, and also finding more of that niche, like I was mentioning earlier, that we're getting super, super specific on.
Nice.
As we continue building.
Nice. And last but not least, how can we in Boston help Swapt grow?
Yeah, so I think the talent thing is 100% the biggest thing on my mind all the time. Where does talent come from?
Mm-hmm.
How do we source the best talent, the most ambitious? There's a lot of universities in Boston. Can we keep some of those students here that want to build?
Definitely.
And how do we get some programs, for example, I've been working really closely with Northeastern, but I just found out about one at the U, and I'm sure a bunch of other colleges have similar programs that we just have no insight or access to know about without bumping into the right person at the right event.
Universities, raise your hands.
Yeah.
Andrew from Swap, thank you so much for coming on The Lantern.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Till next time.